Real estate, 3 times the value of the stock market, and we've been leaving the door open.
Money laundering is a serious crime.
It ends up on the streets. It ends up in drugs, it ends up in criminal behaviour, and that's what they're trying to stop.
Criminals have been laundering their dirty money in our real estate market, making it look like legitimate profits.
Federal police say they've dismantled a Chinese-Australian money laundering operation worth $10 billion. The case has prompted calls for a crackdown on legal loopholes that have been exploited by organised crime gangs.
So-called Tranche 2 laws will mean real estate agents, conveyancers, lawyers, accountants and gem and precious metal dealers must verify their customers in a similar way to that practiced by banks and casinos, knowing who their customers are and where the money is coming from.
Making it much harder for organised crime gangs and criminals to exploit our economy to launder money and also fund terrorism.
Anti-corruption groups say it will reduce crime and stop the distortion of markets.
When a bunch of Russian crooks rock up to an auction in the Gold Coast with a bag of money and buy the house, that is obviously going to push prices up.
But not everyone in the industries affected is as positive.
Honestly, our industry is not ready.
Lawyer and conveyancer Renee Romanos says most practitioners aren't prepared for the new regulations, which begin on July the 1st.
It's a very scary, big task that is put onto property lawyers and conveyancers, and the penalties are astronomical for non-compliance or for tipping off.
Australia's largest property group has been preparing more than 12,000 agents for the change.
This is one of the most substantial changes to the industry, just because of the complexity and the seriousness of it. When an agent understands their requirements, it's pretty straightforward.
In Brisbane's suburbs, they're taking it in their stride.
It's an extra piece to their process.
Michelle Romero has 35 years in the industry and manages an agency. She says most people who've received a loan for a potential property have already answered the questions before.
Most of our clients will have had exposure to this process with their banks and lending institutions, verifying their identity previously.
There are good reasons to ask the questions. As an example, AUSTRAC estimates that $1 billion was laundered through Australian real estate, and that was just in the year 2020 and just criminals linked to one country, China. The Tranche 2 laws are an attempt to make it easier to detect, and breaking them is in itself a crime. For buyers, there could be some awkward questions if the money has come in a way beyond wages or investments.
It's not just asking the client, where is your money from? It's also about proving it and understanding the story behind it. And if something feels off, we must report on our clients.
Criminal elements will always try to launder money. The Tranche 2 laws are an attempt to make it more difficult.
The proceeds of crime that fund child exploitation, the drug trade, and so actually reducing the risk of these services being used for money laundering will benefit society and our economy as well.
The scrutiny starts now.